Hey folks, welcome to another review at weldrig.com, where I take a look at the most durable products on the face of the earth. And today I'm taking a look at the Biolite stove. This thing isn't just a camp stove, it actually uses the heat from the fire to charge portable devices. That's pretty cool, eh? So we're gonna have to take a look at it and see what it's all about. Okay, so here's a closer look at the Biolite. This thing is has two main pieces to it. First of all, there's the actual generator part. They can come apart so it can pack away. With the original packaging, I think there's something you can use to slide it in and just store it, so that makes it smaller. Okay, well, you can see just here, there's a little blower inside of this, and it creates a vortex, fire vortex. It's like a blast furnace. And when this fire gets going, it really gets hot quick. So it just slides together like this, and then you just pop that in there, and this back leg holds it all in place nice and secure. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and light her up and see how it goes. The LED turned green, and that's an indicator that it's ready to charge. So here I go, I'm just gonna go ahead and pop this in, and there you go. That's super cool. Even if you just need some extra light on the camp or whatever, you could just plug in a little LED light or dongle light or anything like that to help charge, or charge your headlamp, whatever you want. Pretty neat. I'm gonna go fill it up with some more fuel. Okay, so just so you know, there's a button here, and you press this button, and when the thermostat hits a certain threshold, it will start blowing and basically turbocharging the fire. You see that? Just shut it off again. High, and it just goes crazy. You see the vortex starting to happen now. It's a spinning effect. I'm going to try making some coffee, and with one of these little camp percolators. And so I'm just going to load it up and see how long this thing takes, and I'll time it. All right, let's load it up. Now, hot. No, I can't put that one in too long. Helps to just take another piece of wood and kind of work it down. And there we go. And we'll just pop this right on there. We can get it on there fairly steady. Here we go. And start. All right, here we are. I think that the coffee's pretty much done, and just by taking a look in the reservoir here, you can see that I got my full cup of coffee. That's pretty awesome, and that was not much time at all. That's awesome. Love that blast furnace, and I had it turned on high. Turn down low. Nice cup of joe for the camp early in the morning or whenever. It's nice to have a quick firing stove. The only thing I would say is that you have to tend it fairly often with quite small pieces of wood. You know, when you want more like 5 inches, 4 inches at most, maybe. Especially when you're cooking stuff, because you can't have it sticking out past the lip where you put your cooking implements and things. So that's the only thing I'd say. As you can see, I have this flip phone set up, and it is charging. It's just a crappy old emergency flip phone that I have. No problems. It's working just fine. I'm not sure how long it really takes for these to charge, and honestly, I'm not going to stick around for it, but basically this thing is set up to take care of you for your minimal needs for charging devices. However, Biolite has a second version out, the newer version. This is the old version of the camp stove. They have the Camp Stove 2 out, which has double the power output. I think they said around 3 watts of output, which is pretty decent. Good enough to charge up your phone. It would take some time, but you'd be able to do it. You know what I think would be a really cool idea if they could harness this type of system and use it with a pellet stove auto feed system in a camp. So you could just set it up and have it auto feed all night and just not only have a fire going, but also have a charging station for your devices. I think that would be a super cool idea. And Biolite, if you're listening, think about an auto feed pellet idea. Because if you can get a fan to be running, you can also set up an auto feed. Just a thought anyway. I like the principle. I think it works well. Some people might have a problem with the weight if they're backpacking it in. But other than that, you know, if this packs away this unit when everything's cooled off and cleaned up, you can pack this unit right inside and it folds away into a fairly compact unit. So I kind of like it. Check it out. I mean, what other kind of devices can you think of that can take heat and make it into electricity? It's brilliant.